Everyone, I'm Ruchika. Welcome to my channel Real Time Economics. In the knowledge section today, I'm going to give you a quick primer on the Noida workers' unrest and also about a similar kind of a minimum wage hike proposal being discussed in New York and Washington. In the second part, we analyze how the government intervention-based supply-side policies through minimum wage setting can shore up the long-run growth process. Let's get started. Noida Workers' Row is a storm pushback against the low-fare, unfair wages meted out to them by the contractors. And this is primarily in response to Haryana's case in point, where the government has increased the minimum wages by 35% to approximately 15,000 rupees for the unskilled workers. So after massive protests in Noida, Uttar Pradesh government has also hiked the minimum wages across categories, with the unskilled workers now getting rupees 13,000 per month, up from 11,000, while the semi-skilled workers will receive 15,000, up from 12,000, and the skilled workers 16,000 compared to 13,000 earlier. The current national floor wage was set in 2017 at 176 rupees per day. Centre is also planning to raise this daily wage floor to 350 to 450 rupees per day. The states will then have the liberty to decide their minimum wage at any rate above the centre's floor wage. But it would be a mistake to see these protests primarily through the prism of law and order. It is important that minimum wages are linked to inflation and undergo revision annually rather than a sudden upward revision after 3 to 4 years, which may throw sand in the gears of industrial planning. So this article argues that very low wages, as low as 10,000 rupees per month, are unsustainable and harm workers' well-being. The workers clearly face a trade-off between survival and productivity. Poor health would lead to poor education and hence lower human capital formation. It also leads to a lack of motivation. This article concludes that higher minimum wages are therefore necessary not only for workers' welfare but also for the long-term economic growth through increased labor supply. As per the minimum wage theory, the minimum wage is the price floor in the labor market, which is above the equilibrium in the labor market. So at this level, which is above the equilibrium, the supply of labor is more than the demand for labor, which leads to potential unemployment. Which makes sense because at higher wages, people are willing to supply more labor and the firms want to push back or they want to pull back on their demand for labor due to higher wages. But this article argues that the current minimum wages are very low and no revision since past few years amidst this rising inflation because of the war has led to a severe crisis for these poor workers. So such minimum wage can be welfare enhancing for the workers. The efficiency wage theory says that the firms which are paying higher wages will actually benefit in the end because higher workers' productivity would lead to more income for them and hence generate more demand for the goods and services which the firms are producing. Also, it would lower absenteeism, the labor turnover, and hence improve the production. So low wages is associated with poor health and motivation and lower productivity. In that sense, a higher minimum wage is not just beneficial for the workers, but it is also beneficial for the producers and firms. So income inequality and aggregate demand can be explained by the relationship wherein low wages would lead to low purchasing power for the workers and a weak aggregate demand for the firm's products. The higher wages would increase consumption and stimulate economic growth. To put this entire view into perspective and give a balanced opinion, we can say that the minimum wages will improve living standard, they will boost productivity of the workers, and they will increase aggregate demand. On the flip side, they might also lead to higher unemployment, and the firms may switch to automation or informal hiring. The next article explores the labor market dynamics in Washington, D.C. and New York City, specifically focusing on the proposed increase of the minimum wage from $25 to $30 an hour. The text argues that such mandates they increase automation and hurt affordability.